The next ones want us to find the midpoint of a line segment in the plane. The formula for midpoint, we're just really averaging. So what we're going to do is we're going to take x1 plus x2 divided by 2, and that will give me the x value of my midpoint. And my y1 plus my y2 divided by 2, that gives me the y value of my midpoint. So I'm just averaging the x's, averaging the y's. So 5 plus negative 7 would be negative 2 over 2, which gives me negative 1 for the x value of my midpoint. 3 plus negative 7 would be negative 4 over 2, which would give me negative 2 for the y value of my midpoint. So if these are my endpoints, if I went to negative 1, negative 2, I'm going to say that graph isn't quite where it's supposed to be. She must have just put dots in there where it is, because if I look at negative 1, negative 2, it should be in between here. It doesn't quite look like it is, but I'm going to say that she probably didn't draw her graph to scale when she put it on there for me. So it doesn't quite look like it's at negative 1, negative 2. Let's see on the next one. We want to find the midpoint of the points joining our line segments, so we're going to add our x's. 0 plus 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. And then negative 1 plus negative 7 divided by 2, so negative 8 over 2 is negative 4. So 4, negative 4, that one looks a little closer to being the midpoint of my line segment. So number 15, this time they give you the midpoint and one of the endpoints, and they want you to find the endpoint D of your line segment. So I want to think about breaking my formula up and saying, well, the midpoint, or the x value of my midpoint, is if I take x1 plus x2 divided by 2. I know the x value of my midpoint is 4, and I know the x value of my first point is 2. So 4 is going to equal 2 plus x sub 2 divided by 2, and I want to solve that for x sub 2. So first thing I'm going to do is get rid of my fraction. I'm going to times by the 2. So 8 equals 2 plus x sub 2, and then of course I'm going to subtract 2 to solve that. 6 then is going to be the x value of point D. Same type of thing for the y's. The midpoint of my y value is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. I know the midpoint of my y value is at negative 2. I know my y value of my given point is negative 7. So negative 2 would equal negative 7 plus y2 over 2. And then the same kind of steps. I'm going to multiply by the 2 to get rid of the fraction. So negative 4 equals negative 7 plus y sub 2. I'm going to add my 7, so 3 is going to be the y value. So this point would be at 6, 3. Again, probably not drawn to scale. She probably just put some dots in there where it was close. But would look something sort of like that.